Walking Macau Streets. Dear Lord, show me a sign. Give me a map. Oh yeah.
So take a good look at the incline right there. So that incline takes people all the way up and down, and that's the station right there to go down. We're not going to take that today. So this is the road that we're going to take. So we're going to take this right into this little forest part. You can also see the hiking trails down that way. So we're going to follow that right in. We're going to be near that building, and then we'll go right into the city part. So of course we're off of our street and into the Taipa Central, but it does give you context of what it looks like. Okay, so this particular video, we're going to be driving it, and basically it's going to start up at this mountaintop up here, and we're going to drive down this way into the heart of the city. So you're going to see exactly the road that we can take to go down through all this, what looks like just pure forest. There's actually a road. So we're going to take that. And I'll give you a little context of what we're going to get into. This right here, which is a Taipa Grande. So we're going to drive into that, just to give you a little context of all of it. And we're going to walk around this little peripheral part where we can see Taipa downtown, and then the Taipa casinos, Cotai casinos. And then you can also see more of the casinos over this way. And we're on something called Taipa Grande. You can overlook the airport from up here as well. But we're going to walk around up here and then drive down and then into all of this. So stay tuned, and I'm going to label it with a street, because the street that we drive on is going to be the grounding focus of this particular video. So stay tuned. So we will be driving down that way in a few minutes, about 5 minutes into the video. But before we do, this is what we're going to get into, this little Taipa Centro, I guess you'd call it, like downtown Taipa. And if you can see way over to the distance, you can see something called Grande Lisboa. You might not know it, but that's on the Macau side. There's 4 bridges that connect Taipa here over to that side, Macau side, which is past all these buildings on the other side. So we call this Taipa, that is Macau side. But Taipa is part of Macau, and Macau side is part of Macau. It's just the way that we differentiate it here. And then these ones in the foreground are all part of Taipa. We call it the Cotai Strip. So you can see this area right here, this Taipa. You can see the jockey club. These are some apartments, and then this is Taipa Village, kind of low density. That was here originally before these casinos. And then these casinos are Cotai. So they've been built more recently, in the last 25 years, I guess. Some of them even much more recently. And the far distance background is Hengqin. That's in the distance beyond, which is part of mainland China, but we're in the Macau. So we're going to be going up there in a minute, and that's Taipa Grande, that whole mountain side. So this spot right here is Taipa Village, this little space, ecological zone, kind of a bridge that comes up here. So you can actually be in this space down here, and you can come on up to where I'm at right now. So you can just take this incline, but we're actually going to drive, so you can actually drive up here as well. I'll show you how to get down. So take a good look at the incline right there. So that incline takes people all the way up and down, and that's the station right there to go down. We're not going to take that today. Casinos, City of Dreams, Londoner, City of Dreams, Londoner, Venetian, Galaxy. And then what I'm gonna do is go up to here and I'm gonna jump in my car, and then we're gonna take you down. So let me go up this way. And you got this nice beautiful park right in the middle. It even has lights on, so at nighttime it's well lit up. And we're gonna go up to here. There's hiking trails up at the top. Okay. So we are gonna go up. So you can see this a little bit better. And then if we go straight into this way, it goes into these trails. So I'll just walk by the trails real quick so you can see what they look like. So yeah, you can walk into these trails a little bit. This is our target street right here. So Estrada, Padre, Estevão, Eusébio, Sítu. And then yeah, we can walk this way, and we have all these trails right here. And if you take these trails, we're here. There's a series of them. These ones overlook the airport, so we can actually watch planes go off. Observatory, light rail transit. These is down on the other side of the mountain. And before we get in the car, let me just kind of walk up. So the trails are very well maintained, and they're even lit. So they'll even light them up with these lights in the evening. And this will just follow all the way. But we're gonna focus on our road, and we're just kind of giving you some context to this road so you can see how it all fits in. So what I'm gonna do next is jump in one of these cars. So stay tuned for... Actually, before we get into video, I'm still kind of at the top. This is public rest area, bathroom, a radio tower. So this is the road that we're gonna take. So we're gonna take this right into this little forest part. You can also see the hiking trails down that way. So we're gonna follow that right in. We're gonna be near that building, and then we'll go right into the city part. So stay tuned for that. Let's get in the car and go. You can see the hiking trails over that way. Okay, there's the public bathrooms. And then now we're gonna be going down our target street. There's some places to sit right there. So we're gonna go right into the middle of all those, and you're also gonna get an idea of this other road. There's our road right there. So this is our target street. Okay. Looks like they're doing some work here. Okay, so yeah, we could be walking it, but instead we're gonna drive. So just kind of give you a little context that you can drive up here. I don't know how that parking works. I mean, I parked probably illegally because there isn't a place to pay for parking, but I think people don't stay that long anyways. I think they just drive up there and use that bathroom, and I don't know, you see like taxi drivers and whatever. So now we're coming down to the base of this, and then this is actually the end of our street. So you can see it right there, right? Padre, Estevão, Sítu. And then, as I promised, we're gonna drive into the city just so you can see the full context of how it all looks. And I got a little string of traffic right there. as soon as this car goes by, we're gonna go into the fray. Okay, so there we go. So of course we're off of our street and into the Taipa Centro, but it does give you context of what it looks like. And I'm going to keep the camera on just a little bit longer because that way you can just see the transition from quiet, peaceful mountaintop into the dynamic fabric of residential life, which is pretty comfortable. Very convenient. Very, very, very convenient. So let's try to go through this little maze of cars. After this one goes by, now we can go. And I am going to go around this roundabout. And we are going to enter into this road, and then I'm going to turn off the road and turn off the camera. But at least you give some context of what it all looks like. And now we're just into the heart of the downtown area of Macau. So I'll drive a little bit further. I think it gives you some idea. Lights are just coming down. It's kind of a nice time of evening to film, to be honest. Okay, so lots more buildings and all kinds of interesting stuff. That guy right there, he owns a pizza place, Turkish guy, just walked by on his phone. And I'm just gonna go a little bit further and I'm gonna turn off the camera. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop here. The lights are just about perfect. I think these ones, oh, I see what's going on. There's somebody pushing something in the middle of the road. I'll just keep the camera on while we go past her. Yeah, so she's pushing something in the middle there. Okay, so now we get into the whole density of everything over on this side. And there's cars that block the way. They're gonna stop right there. So a lot of people will block the traffic like that. So that's what they're doing, is blocking the traffic, so I can't. Sometimes I'll just block the traffic and just stay right there, but that's why I honk the horn, because they gotta move. They can't just block the traffic like that, but sometimes they do. And I'm gonna follow them around. Not intentionally, but. So anyways, this is the city, and we just came off that mountain, and I'm gonna turn off the camera. But yeah, so you can kind of see it up in the distance. You can see part of that mountain part up at the top there. So I'm going to turn off the camera, and hope you enjoyed that one. 2024. Let's check out Macau. Come on.